Good morning, brothers and sisters. And when Father Glenn invited me to say this Mass, sinabi lang niya na, pwede ba ka bang magmisa ng 22nd Sunday in ordinary time? I didn't know it will fall today on my birthday. And so I thank God for such a beautiful occasion to offer this Mass for you. And I remember growing up, nung kami bata pa, there is a kind of a tradition sa bahay namin, pag may birthday, kahit walang handa, paggising mo sa umaga, yung tugtog, yung cassette ng Happy Birthday. And it was so beautiful on the day of your birth, na kakantahin yung Happy Birthday, until I finally realized, ang Happy Birthday song became my favorite song. Every time may nagbe-birthday na kapitbahay kami, may classmate akong nagbe-birthday, and even now, tumanda na ako, every time na may kumakanta ng Happy Birthday, I close my eyes and I feel like I am the one being serenaded. Kaya it became a kind of my favorite song because it reminded me of why I was born, to be happy. Never waste your life not to be happy. Kaya sabi ko, sana araw-araw, August 31. Sana araw-araw, birthday ko. And to be happy means to be human. Wasted is a human life that is not spent for happiness. And to be human is to prepare ourselves to encounter the divine. And I would like to zero in this reflection about to be human is to be humble. Yes. If you are not humble, wala kang karapatan maging tao. Baka plastic ka, baka manikin ka, baka hindi ka totoong tao. To be human is to be humble. And to learn to be humble, you need to be humiliated. There is no other way. To learn humility is to be humiliated. And many times we don't really learn humility because we abhor those instances that we were humiliated. We retaliated. We fought back. And we wasted the grace attached to those humiliating moments, and we did not become human. I remember when nung nasa seminaryo po ako, 3 kaming mga magkakapatid na sa loob ng seminaryo, at hirap na yung mga magulang namin. And then, may matanda po galing sa US na nagpunta sa simbahan at humihingi ng taong tutulungan sa seminaryo. Lo and behold, binigay kami ng pare namin, yung parish priest namin. Until naging kaibigan namin yung matanda. At one time, dumating yung anak niyang nurse sa US. Imagine this, na ako ay tinutulungan, kaming mga magkakapatid, tinutulungan. Pagkatapos birthday ng lola, ang daming tao, dumating yung anak niyang taga-US. Nandun ako sa party, inaya ako ng lola doon sa table ng anak niya. At tuwang-tuwa yung lola na sabi niya, anak, eto si Aris, eto yung tinutulungan ko sa seminaryo. In the midst of that festivity, tumayo yung anak niya. And sabi niya, yan ba yung tinutulungan mo sa seminaryo? Very frankly, at umalis, nag-walk out. Yung anak niyang nurse. It was a very humiliating moment. And at this point in time, every bit of the pain in that humiliation, I still feel it. And that was an encouragement for me to move on with my vocation. And I promise to myself, because of that humiliating experience, Lord, walang tulong ng matanda sa akin na masasayang. Please help me make a priest. And what a beautiful lesson. Fast forward, I had the opportunity to study in Berkeley. And when I was in California, in Berkeley, one of my vacations, really the lola, wala na po siya, pinuntahan ko po siya sa Central California. And she was not there to greet me. Andun lamang yung kapatid niya na mabait din naman siya. Mas mabait nga lang yung kapatid niya. And everybody knew the story. And I told the sister, I came here to tell you how I was inspired by that humiliating moment that eventually made me a priest and made me a human person. Because with that, I promised myself, sana pag nagpare ako, Lord, walang mga taong mapapahiya sa public because I knew what it means to be humiliated. And I will never forget the lessons I have learned. Humility is learned in humiliating moments. Don't forget that. In the first reading of the day, beautifully, sa simula pa lang ng first reading, sinabi sa atin, child, if you want to be loved, be humble. Because humility is a natural attraction for people to love you. Would you be in love to a person who is so arrogant? Would you be in love to a person? I can only imagine what a hell would there be to have a wife or husband na wala nang ibang ginawa sa buhay niya kundi I, myself, and me. Yung sobrang punong-puno sa sarili, so arrogant. And I think that is what hell is all about. Egoism. Sabi nga ng isang novel, isang libro, ego is the enemy. If you want to be loved, be humble, because you will never go wrong if you are humble. And those moments of humiliations are moments of learning the character of being lovely, being likable. In the second reading from the letter to the Hebrews, napakaliwanag. When God appeared, when God revealed Himself in those theophanies of God, we remember ang pagpapakilala ng Diyos not so much on grand slam, grandstanding, na talagang mayayanig ka. No. God reveals Himself to us in the most humbling moments and situations of life. And sometimes, ang revelation pa ng Diyos in the second reading are moments of darkness, are moments of loneliness, are moments unexpected. He would be there, including humiliating moments. Remember the master story in the letters of St. Paul, second chapter of Philippians. Although he was in the form of God, he did not deem equality with God. And so he emptied himself. Emptying is humanizing. And when you are experiencing moments when God is stripping you off, be mindful. God is preparing you for something greater. So that in moments of humility, in moments of humiliation, there are moments of humanizing experiences. And to be human is a preparation to meet and to encounter the divine. How many times did we waste opportunities of recognizing God because we are just so proud, so full of ourselves, that we think tayo na yung sentro ng mundo at nawala na sa picture ang Diyos. It's not all about us. Kaya huwag kayong maniwala na masaya ang buhay ng mga mayayabang. Kunwari lamang yun. Mas masaya ang buhay ng mga inaapi na walang insecurity because they find their security in God. And so in the gospel of today, napakalinaw, isang very beautiful occasion na kasalan. Pagkatapos, that was the time na nagturo ang Panginoon. Kapag ikaw ay dumalo sa isang handaan, huwag kang pumwesto sa mga guest of honor. Kasi baka dumating yung talagang guest of honor, tatanggalin ka at kitang-kita ng lahat, umalis siya. Doon ka tumayo doon sa gilid, be humble. And people, God, this is something beautiful in God. God notices the humble. That's why He is so attracted to the humble. To people not noticed by ordinary like us. Tayo kasi ang lagi natin napapansin kung sino nasa gitna, kung sino makapangyarihan. Pero ang Diyos ang lagi niya napapansin kung sino yung hindi pinapakinggan. And if you want to be loved by God, be there in hiddenness, in loveliness, to attract God. Kaya nga siguro may favorite ang God eh. Yun yung mga naisasantabi. If you want to be a favorite of God, be there. Huwag kang pumapel. Kasi ang Diyos ang magbibigay ng papel sa iyo. And I remember, once again in my growing up years, kasi during my birthday, it brings me back to my humble beginnings. And made me so grounded in who I am. And God preparing something for me. And I know, God knows best. Nung kami bata pa, sa loob ng simbahan, may proper place ang mga mayor at vice mayor. May sitting arrangement. Kahit yung mayor namin ay laging late, meron siyang upuan doon sa pinakaharap. At one point, nung offertory, nag-o-offertory, at bata pa ako, sabi ko, bakit kaya napaka-special naman ng kahit late na siya, doon pa rin siya. Sabi ko, pwede bang masubukan ko one time na umupo doon? What is there in that place? Offertory, nag-offer kami ng kandila. Pagkatapos kong mag-offer ng kandila, umupo ako doon sa empty chair. Kasi wala pa yung mayor namin. Ganun siya ka-late. Offertory na wala kasi ayaw niya makinig ng sermon ng pare. Gusto... Pagkatapos ng offertory, pagkatapos mag-offer, wala pa yung... Bakante pa yung upuan ng mayor, umupo talaga ako at mayroong agad-agad na yung naka-blue sa simbahan. Yung mga nanay-nanay naka-blue. Pinahiya ako, sabi niya, ikaw ambisyoso kang bata ka, para sa mayor yan. Para sa mayor, hindi para sa'yo. Kitang-kita ako ng mga nag-o-offer at mga tao kasi it has become a kind of a sin. Wala akong magawa, hindi ko pa alam yung learning, humility. Sabi ko sa kanya, pag ako'y nagpari, hindi kita papapasukin sa simbahan ko. When I became a priest, I made it a point that old lady, hirap na siya na maglakad, pero buhay na buhay pa siya nung Thanksgiving Mass ko. I made it a point to occupy that very space where I was humiliated and told him, thank you for humiliating me. It was an inspiration to become a priest. Brothers and sisters, oftentimes when we are humiliated, we don't realize it, how those moments of humiliations are opportunities to get back to other people. No. Stop the chain of violence, of humiliation. Be human. Be humble. And become a good news. So that if we learn from those moments of humiliations, humility, we experience what it means to be truly human. Indeed, a ground, a preparation for God to manifest Himself to the world in us. Sana maging kasangkapan tayo ng Diyos. At sa pamamagitan ng ating pagtanggap sa mga pagkakataong tayo napapahiya at doon tayo natututo ng aral ng pagpapakumbaba. Doon tayo nagpapakatao at makilala ng Diyos. Pakilala ng tao kung sino talaga ang Diyos. To be human, to be humble, is to show the face of God and earth. Amen.